The first thing to notice is consistency. High-value people don't just post pictures of themselves at fancy places. Their profiles tell a story. They show consistency in their values, their interests, and even the way they communicate. If someone claims to be adventurous, but every photo shows the same routine or poses, that's a red flag. But if you see passion reflected, whether it's through hobbies, fitness, travel, or volunteering, that consistency tells you about their commitment, not just to themselves, but potentially to a relationship. Next, look for subtle indicators of emotional intelligence. This is a skill many overlook. Emotional intelligence isn't just about being kind in messages, it's about self-awareness, empathy, and maturity. Profiles that show emotional intelligence might include thoughtful captions, reflections on personal growth, or even how they describe relationships and friendships. Someone who complains about exes, brags excessively, or overuses humor to deflect real topics is likely lacking that deep emotional awareness. And trust me, emotional intelligence is the foundation of every lasting partnership. Another secret lies in communication style. The way someone writes their bio, responds to prompts, or even captions a picture can reveal a lot about their mindset. High-value partners tend to be articulate but humble. They don't need to overstate achievements because confidence shows through subtlety, not loud declarations. They are curious rather than self-centered. Look for profiles that ask questions, mention shared interests, or highlight experiences rather than possessions. These are signs of someone who can engage in meaningful conversations and who values connection over superficiality. Also, pay attention to nonverbal clues. Yes, even from a dating profile. The type of photos they choose, the energy they project, and the authenticity of those images can tell you volumes. Are the pictures candid and genuine, or heavily edited and posed? Do they include family, friends, or activities, or are they just selfies? A high-value person shows balance. They have a life, a social circle, and experiences outside the digital world. Someone who only posts selfies or materialistic content may be projecting an image, but a person with balance demonstrates depth. Now let's talk about values alignment. This is a game changer. You can't compromise core values and expect long-term happiness. Many people miss this while swiping. High-value partners make their priorities and beliefs subtly clear in their profiles. Whether it's dedication to career growth, passion for helping others, spiritual practices, or family orientation, these clues tell you what matters most to them. Aligning values doesn't mean everything must match perfectly, but if fundamental aspects clash, no amount of chemistry will sustain the relationship. Another critical aspect is intentionality. This is where many profiles fail to give clarity. A high-value person is intentional about dating. They know what they want and present themselves authentically. They aren't vague or overly playful without context. They express purpose. Their bio might hint at long-term goals, personal growth, or meaningful connections. Look for words that suggest vision and intentionality. These are subtle but powerful indicators of someone serious about building a meaningful connection. It's also vital to notice boundaries and self-respect. A dating profile is often the first place to see how someone treats themselves. High-value partners show boundaries. They respect themselves and others. This could be reflected in the way they describe past relationships, how they talk about expectations, or even the type of photos they post. Profiles that flaunt drama, disrespect, or constant validation seeking are usually red flags. A high-value person protects their energy, which is essential for a healthy relationship. Let's not forget hobbies and lifestyle choices. On the surface, hobbies might seem trivial, but they reveal priorities, lifestyle alignment, and personality. Someone who values health, creativity, or growth shows that they invest in themselves, which is a sign they can also invest in a partner. Shared hobbies or compatible lifestyles are crucial because compatibility goes beyond attraction. It's about building a life together. Next, pay attention to how they talk about past experiences. This is subtle but highly revealing. Profiles that focus on learning from mistakes, personal growth, and reflection indicate maturity. High-value partners embrace lessons instead of lingering in bitterness or blame. Growth-minded people attract growth-minded people. Chemistry is important, but without the capacity to learn and evolve, even strong attraction eventually fades. Another powerful clue lies in language and humor. Humor is attractive, but the type of humor matters. High-value people can joke without putting others down. They can laugh at life but still maintain respect and integrity. Their bio might include clever lines, gentle wit, or intelligent humor, but it never crosses into toxic sarcasm or cruelty. Language reveals mindset, and mindset shapes relationships. Let's also talk about social proof, friends, collaborations, or community involvement. Profiles that show social connections or achievements often signal someone who values relationships and community. High-value individuals thrive in connection. They're not isolated, superficial, or self-absorbed. Notice patterns, not just single instances. The presence of a social life paired with humility is gold. Finally, trust your intuition. Profiles give clues, but your gut often notices subtleties that logic might miss. High-value people resonate energetically. You feel a sense of balance, authenticity, and stability even in a brief glance at their profile. Don't ignore red flags, but also don't dismiss positive vibes. Both logic and intuition are critical filters in spotting a partner who's truly high value. Remember, this is not about perfection. It's about alignment, depth, and intentionality. The goal isn't just to find someone who looks good on paper, but someone whose energy, values, and mindset match yours. When you understand the psychology behind profiles, read between the lines, and trust both observation and intuition, dating becomes less about chance and more about strategy. High-value partners are rare, but they're not invisible. They leave subtle clues, and once you learn how to spot them, the search becomes purposeful rather than exhausting. You'll stop swiping endlessly and start recognizing quality over quantity. And when you meet them, you'll know because the effort, authenticity, and resonance are undeniable. Profiles aren't just pictures and words. They're windows into someone's life, choices, and character. By noticing consistency, emotional intelligence, communication style, values, lifestyle, humor, boundaries, and intention, you can separate the fleeting sparks from the lasting flames. And that's the difference between casual encounters and a partnership built on respect, growth, and deep connection. Now, let's dive into the subtle signals about financial mindset and responsibility. High-value partners rarely flaunt wealth or possessions. Instead, they hint at stability through choices and priorities. A profile that casually mentions achievements, professional growth, or dedication to personal projects often indicates someone who values progress over instant gratification. It's not about money, it's about discipline, foresight, and accountability. These qualities show they can handle challenges in life and relationships without panicking or blaming others. Look closely at self-expression and authenticity. High-value people don't try to fit into trends or present a persona they think others will like. Their profile voice is consistent, honest, and reflective of who they are. Whether it's a love for books, passion for travel, or dedication to a craft, authenticity shines brighter than any filtered photo or catchy bio line. Authenticity attracts authenticity. It's magnetic, even if subtle. Another secret is how they frame achievements. High-value individuals talk about accomplishments with humility and context. They don't brag to impress. They share to inspire or reflect. Look for profiles where they celebrate learning, growth, or impact rather than just status symbols. This indicates they are focused on meaningful success, not superficial validation. Pay attention to adventurous spirit and curiosity. High-value people tend to explore life, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. They share interests in experiences, culture, and learning new things. Even small details, like mentioning books they're reading, skills they're developing, or new challenges they've taken on, signal a growth-oriented mindset. These are partners who won't stagnate in relationships. They will keep evolving with you. It's also important to notice language of respect. A dating profile can show respect not just through words, but by what is absent. No drama, no excessive negativity, no derogatory comments. High-value partners understand boundaries, both theirs and yours. Respect manifests in tone, word choice, and emphasis on collaboration or shared enjoyment. Now, consider visual storytelling. Every photo and video in a profile tells a story. High-value partners include moments that showcase balance: professional life, personal life, fitness, social life, hobbies. They are not just a collection of glamorous images. They reveal priorities and lifestyle without being boastful. Look for candid moments and authentic smiles. These reveal confidence and comfort in their own skin. Another layer is intentional presence on the platform. High-value partners usually approach dating intentionally. They write complete bios, answer prompts thoughtfully, and don't flood the app with endless swipes. Their engagement is selective, showing they value quality connections over quantity. This mindset translates into relationships. They're more likely to invest in meaningful interactions than fleeting encounters. Also, observe problem-solving mindsets subtly reflected in their profile. High-value individuals often demonstrate resilience, overcoming challenges, learning from failures, or sharing experiences that show adaptability. This trait indicates they can handle conflicts, setbacks, and growth opportunities in a relationship with patience and wisdom. Even the types of interests mentioned can be revealing. High-value people often combine intellectual curiosity with fun. They might love travel, music, or arts while balancing career and personal growth. These details show they prioritize mental stimulation and shared experiences, which are key to long-term relationship satisfaction. And don't overlook the power of subtle humor and humility combined. High-value partners can make light-hearted jokes without demeaning others, showing social intelligence and emotional maturity. They often hint at humility by sharing small personal anecdotes or lessons learned rather than presenting themselves as flawless. These qualities indicate someone who can handle relationship ups and downs gracefully. Finally, always filter for energy alignment. Beyond photos, words, and interests, a high-value profile should leave you with a feeling of warmth, curiosity, and respect. You should sense balance, purpose, and presence, not superficiality or chaos. Your gut instinct will often detect authenticity before your logic catches up, so trust it in combination with all the signs you've analyzed. High-value partners reveal themselves in layers through communication, values, lifestyle choices, and subtle emotional cues. If you learn to read these layers carefully, you'll notice patterns that distinguish fleeting attraction from long-term compatibility. You'll start seeing beyond the superficial and develop the ability to recognize quality in its purest form. Let's talk about digital habits and online presence. In 2026, dating profiles are more than just photos. They reflect how someone engages with the digital world. High-value partners are mindful of their online footprint. They don't overshare every detail of their life, nor are they constantly seeking validation through likes or comments. Instead, their profiles convey thoughtfulness, curation, and intentionality. This digital awareness mirrors real-life responsibility and respect for themselves and others. Next, notice personal growth indicators. High-value people often hint at self-improvement efforts, books they read, courses they take, or skills they're developing. These aren't just hobbies, they're clues to someone who values evolution and resilience. In 2026, with the world changing faster than ever, partners who invest in growth are those who can adapt, support, and thrive in both personal and shared life goals. Also, watch for communication depth in prompts. Many dating apps now offer multiple choice or open-ended prompts. High-value partners use these to reveal personality, values, and mindset. They answer thoughtfully, avoiding cliché or generic phrases like, "I love to travel," without context. Instead, they provide glimpses into experiences, emotions, and perspectives. These details show self-awareness and the ability to connect on deeper levels. Let's examine social proof in 2026 terms. Beyond friends and family, high-value people often highlight collaborative work, community engagement, or creative projects. It's not about bragging, it's about demonstrating purpose, commitment, and meaningful connections. Profiles that show leadership, teamwork, or mentorship reflect someone who can contribute positively to a relationship, not just take from it. Now, consider lifestyle alignment through subtle cues. High-value partners subtly hint at routines, values, and habits. Whether it's fitness, nutrition, spirituality, or mindfulness practices, these choices reveal priorities. For example, someone who mentions morning routines, meditation, or weekend volunteering demonstrates discipline and empathy. These are indicators of a partner who can balance life, love, and personal growth. Another layer is attention to detail and aesthetics. High-value individuals pay attention to how they present themselves visually and textually. Photos aren't just for attraction. They tell a story, create a mood, and convey confidence. Profiles that look thoughtfully curated, rather than chaotic or overly filtered, signal someone who cares about quality and intention. This attention to detail often reflects how they handle relationships with thoughtfulness, care, and respect. Pay attention to how they frame relationships. High-value partners often hint at their approach to connections, whether through references to friendship, mutual support, or shared growth. They avoid overly transactional or shallow language. Instead, they focus on collaboration, trust, and emotional reciprocity. This subtlety tells you whether they are likely to invest in a partnership for the right reasons. Let's not overlook cultural and intellectual curiosity. High-value individuals often showcase openness to diverse ideas, experiences, and perspectives. This can be reflected through travel experiences, learning new languages, exploring arts or technology, or engaging with social causes. Such curiosity indicates a partner who can grow with you intellectually and emotionally, a key ingredient for long-term compatibility. Also, notice self-awareness and humor balance. High-value people blend self-awareness with humor. They can laugh at themselves, reflect on experiences, and communicate without defensiveness. Their profiles often reveal this through witty but meaningful captions, anecdotes, or playful yet insightful prompts. Humor without arrogance or negativity signals emotional maturity, which is non-negotiable in a thriving relationship. In 2026, a new secret emerges: intentional privacy and digital boundaries. High-value partners understand that not everything needs to be public. They may carefully choose what to share online, signaling respect for themselves and potential partners. This also shows they value quality interactions over superficial approval. Someone who overshares constantly may be seeking validation, whereas someone who shares selectively demonstrates self-respect and discernment. Next, pay attention to patterns of empathy and kindness. High-value people often demonstrate empathy indirectly through references to helping others, caring for friends and family, or participating in causes. These are not just moral indicators. They reflect their capacity for emotional investment and long-term relational stability. Profiles that reveal empathy, even subtly, suggest someone who can handle conflicts, communicate compassionately, and nurture a relationship effectively. Also, observe risk-taking and comfort zones. High-value individuals occasionally hint at challenges they've faced, risks they've taken, or boundaries they've pushed. This shows courage, resilience, and self-confidence. Someone willing to step out of comfort zones in life is likely to bring creativity, adventure, and adaptability into a relationship. Finally, remember to assess alignment of future vision. High-value partners often drop subtle hints about ambitions, goals, or philosophies for life. These aren't just statements, they're windows into priorities, compatibility, and long-term potential. Whether it's career trajectory, personal growth, family values, or lifestyle vision, these cues indicate someone who thinks ahead and is intentional about the life they're building and the partner they want alongside them. High-value partners are not found by chance. They are recognized by those who see beyond the surface, who value depth, and who refuse to settle for anything less than extraordinary.